Hey everybody, so today I have a couple hauls to share with you. I have a Dollar Tree haul and a thrift store haul. So I figured I would go ahead and just combine them all together. They're not, by themselves, they're not really big hauls, but I found some fun stuff, so I thought I would go ahead and share with you. So you can see I'm in a different location. I'm actually filming in my kids' bedroom so that I can lock the door and keep them out. And so, yeah, if you want to see what I got at the Dollar Tree and thrift store, just stick around. Thanks. All right, so the first thing I'm going to start with probably are the Dollar Tree items. And so, like I said, it wasn't a big haul. Some of the things I got were just a few things that I saw and I wanted. There were some other things I was actually going in with a purpose, so I got a little bit of everything. So the first things I found were these really cute stickers. They're almost kind of like washi strips, but I thought I have fun decorating my planners, and so I thought these would be really cute. So I bought a couple of those. Found a book light. I haven't even used this to see if it actually works, but it's funny because for a couple months now I've been telling my husband every time I lay down in bed, I'm like, I really need a book light because the light on my phone is way too bright, and if I keep the overhead light on, it's going to bother him while he's sleeping. I'm like, I really need a book light. So I was in the Dollar Tree and I'm like, hey, a book light. So hopefully this works. If it does, awesome. Okay, so I found these. These are called Doodle and Sticker on the Go packs from Animal Planet. There's 72 blank pages, 6 markers, and 4 sticker sheets. So the pages are blank. You have 4 sticker sheets, and then on the back you've got markers. So these are kind of neat in the car. And my older kids will appreciate that they're blank pages because they kind of like to draw their own pictures at this age. And then they've got the stickers to decorate. So I got 2 of those for my bigger kids. And then for my younger one, I got this Little People on the Go coloring pack, 72 coloring and activity pages and 8 crayons. So this one doesn't have stickers, but it does have stuff for him to color and little activities. And then on the back, they're crayons instead of markers, which is awesome because he's not real great with markers yet. So I also found these paint with water books. Now, this is something I snatch up anytime I see them, no matter what the what do you want to say, cartoon or design is, I guess. Well, no matter what the design is. And Sesame Street works out because all of my kids like Sesame Street. But I love these color or paint with water books because I can just tear out a page and put it on the table and give them a paintbrush with a little bit of water and they can just go to town. And it's such an easy activity, but it keeps them busy and there's like little to no mess. I mean, the only thing is that they spill the water, but big deal then. So I really like these. These are a lot of fun for them. And you can't find them hardly anywhere. The only place I've found them in the past like year is at the Dollar Tree. So there you go. I also found some books. I'm always in the book aisle. And I love, love, love these National Geographic Kids books. And I'm sure you all have seen versions of the National Geographic Kids books there. So 3 of these are a level 1 and 1 is a pre-reader. And so my oldest that's reading right now is a boy. So I kind of got boy, well, I guess you wouldn't say boy because girls can enjoy this too. But this is kind of things that he's interested in, which is what I was going for. Obviously, he's more likely to read if it's something he's interested in. So there's race cars, planes, trains, trucks. And then I found this one. It's not necessarily a reader, but this is the Big Book of Bugs. All 3 of my kids love bugs. They love them. And so this is a really awesome book because it's descriptive, but it's not too much wording to where they get bored and move on. They've got this little fact sheet over here. The pictures are great. I really like this book. I was really excited. Sometimes when you're looking for nonfiction books, they get a little too detailed for kids of younger ages, but this is going to be a really good one for them. Okay, so a couple more things from the Dollar Tree. I've actually already opened this. This was a 2-pack of, it's a sharpener. It's, you can sharpen pencils or crayons or whatnot. And so, you just put it in a little piranha mouth, and all of the clippings or the shavings end up in its belly, and you just pop it out and start fresh. So I needed some more sharpeners, so we went and got some of those. And then this was something I just saw as I was walking through, and I grabbed it. This is a book with a music CD on the cover, and the book is Down by the Bay, and you probably have all heard that, down by the bay where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go. And then they get into rhyming, and so the book is over that rhyme, but the CD has, let me see if 20 different songs. I don't know if you could see that because of the glare, but there's Down by the Bay, let's see, 10 Little Bumblebees, The Green Grass Grew All Around, Did You Ever See a Lassie, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, a Crawdad Song, A Sailor Went to Sea, Froggy You're So Green, There's a Hole in the Bucket. I mean, all of these kind of classic songs that we don't necessarily hear today in a lot of kids stuff. And I'm always looking for CDs that the kids can listen to in the car, because it just keeps, they're happier when they've got their own kids music, and it doesn't bother me. I know some people don't like to listen to kids music in the car, but we rock out to some kids music and we have fun, so I figured this would be a fun one to have, and it's $1, so you know. And then the last thing I found, I was kind of looking for some summer type activity books to keep them busy so that they don't necessarily forget a lot of the things that we've learned, and I hit the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. So these are, it says The Clever Factory. Let's see. Yep, The Clever Factory. And so they're divided by age group or grade, and I don't remember if I saw any that were past kindergarten and first grade. These were the only ones I saw, and it just so happened that that's what I would need. So that's what I jumped on. And they had, I want to say they had more for the first grade. First grade. I think one of them was spelling, but our spelling, we haven't really gotten into spelling yet. We're doing that next year. And so, I just skipped the spelling one. We didn't really need that one. I'm mainly interested in just keeping up with our math and reading, so I got addition, subtraction, and phonics. Let me show you what they look like in here. So it gets right into it, and there are, like in the phonics, we're starting out with short A, long A. So you've got short and long vowels, then you've got vowel teams, and then you've got consonants and hard and soft sounds, and there's activities to do with each category, and at the very back there's an answer key. And so, I mean, that's pretty much how all of these books look. That's the phonics. This is the addition one, or sorry, subtraction. They're super colorful. They're written in a way that they're easy to understand. I think you could probably do like a couple pages a day, and the kids, they wouldn't get bored with them, but it would be enough just to keep their little brains sharp over the summer. That's the addition one. And then for kindergarten, I got numbers and counting, first words, letters and writing, and colors and shapes. Now the colors and shapes I didn't necessarily need to get because she's pretty good on her colors and shapes, but I liked that they had them tracing the actual word, and so that's good with handwriting. And then you get into where they're going to write the entire word themselves without even tracing. So it's a good review for her. There's quite a bit of writing and stuff like that. So that's why I went ahead and picked that one. And then the numbers and counting, kind of the same thing. You're tracing, and then you get into writing, and then there's a little activity to go along with it. First words, So you've got at the beginning of each, they give you 2 words. So this one is the and run. So you practice tracing the words, and then you write the words, and you fill in the blank, and then you color one word, one color, and one word, the other color. That was that activity. There's an activity with each set of words. And then letters and writing. So you just practice your letters, you practice writing, and you do a little activity. So I was really excited to find those. They're really sturdy books, and the paper is actually pretty thick. I know sometimes Dollar Tree quality paper is very thin, almost paper thin, and these are not. So I was pleasantly surprised to find those. So that was my Dollar Tree haul. Now for my thrift store haul. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this little game I found, and I got it for 99 cents. And this is called Shopping List, and it says be the first to find the items in your, or to find the items to fill your trolley in this memory game, which says ages 3 to 7 and 2 to 4 players. So you can see on the back, it comes with 4 grocery lists, 4 shopping carts, 32 little item cards, and 1 instruction booklet. And so what you do, it's kind of like memory. You take all of the item cards and you flip them over so you can't see what's on the picture. Each kid gets a shopping list and a shopping cart. And so they have to turn an item card over. And if it is on their list, they get to put it in their shopping cart. If it's not, they got to flip it back over and wait till it's their turn again. And so, and if they flip it over and it is in their shopping cart, they get to flip it over again. It's exactly like memory, but they've added like a little bit extra to the game. And so I thought this would be a lot of fun. My kindergartner who's going into first grade won't have any problem with it. And I think it might be just a little challenging for my pre-K into kindergarten, so that'll be good for both of them to play together. And it's even something that in the near future my youngest will be able to play. So for 99 cents, heck yeah. All right, so for my book haul for the thrift store, I was so excited. Okay, so now none of my kids are like reading chapter books right now. We know this. So these Goosebump books, I bought them kind of for myself. I had almost every single Goosebumps book in when I was in middle school maybe, and I love Goosebumps. And so I bought these for me, but also as like a read aloud for my kids. I know some of your kids, these probably would be a little scary. But what I plan to do is to read them, to preview, because it's been a while, to preview them and see. My kids don't get scared easily about things. And we watched the Goosebump movie, and they like the Goosebump cartoons that are on Netflix right now. So we will see how they do with these as like a read aloud. And then as they get older, they can read them. I also got some more read alouds. Super Fudge by Judy Blume. It's a great book. Flat Stanley. Now this is one that my son will probably be able to read next year. So I know a lot of people like the Flat Stanley books, and it came and he hadn't even been cut out in the back. So that was a pretty good find. Ramona. I loved Ramona as a kid, so gonna get that. Some of these are picture books for just, to read for story time. Some are educational books. So Charlie Brown, Let's Fly a Kite. It's mainly just a storybook, but this actually, it talks about the seasons, so that was kind of neat. Dinosaur Beach, just to read aloud. Both of my boys like dinosaurs. Curious George Flies a Kite. This is a longer Curious George book, so. One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Now, we did not have this one. Never had this one, and I was so excited because I had been going back and forth and buying it. It's $8 if you buy it brand new, which isn't a lot of money, but every time I would get the opportunity to buy it, there wasn't any money in the budget. So when I found it and I got all of these books for 99 cents, yeah, I was excited. This is a Little Prairie House. This is Little House on the Prairie, but in a picture book style. So I thought that was really cool. Excuse me. I actually have the entire Little House on the Prairie series, but I thought this would be really neat. I'm going to check it out and see if there are more of them. But Yeah, I think because one of the things we're going to study next year are the pioneers, and so this will go hand in hand with that, with our history. The Magic School Bus, Butterfly and the Bog Beast. This is a book about butterfly camouflage. So, love the Magic School Bus. Love, love, love the Magic School Bus. They are definitely a little wordier, but my bigger kids are good about sitting. I found this one. It's an old early reader, which I was kind of excited about. My son will definitely be able to read this one in the near future. So anytime I can find early readers, and I've got a thing for like old textbooks. So this one is A River Ran Wild, and this is about Native American tribe and the river that runs through the certain area, and we're studying Native Americans next year. The Magic School Bus, Inside the Human Body, and we are studying anatomy next year, so this will be a good one to read. Tally-Ho Pinkerton. This is just a storybook, but I love Stephen Kellogg. I love his illustrations. Love, love, love. Have always loved Stephen Kellogg, so I just had to get this. The Story of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Dawn's Early Light. So this goes hand in hand with our Early America unit next year. So that's really interesting. I think the kids will like that. We actually I actually bought this because we're moving to Texas, and we're going to be moving to El Paso, actually. So very, very close to well, pretty much in the desert. This was actually written about a desert in the Sonora Desert in Arizona and California. But I figured this would be a good way, at least, to get them used to what they're going to see. Cactus and sand and different animals. And then this is Sarah Morton's Day, A Day in the Life of a Pilgrim Girl. So once again, we're going to be talking about pilgrims, and I thought this would be a neat book to show them because it's got pictures that they can, instead of just trying to visualize it in their mind, something they've never seen before, I think this will help them to understand what it looked like back then. Then the last book I got was this reader. And this is I believe it's a 5th grade reader. But it's your typical reading book where it's just got stories, and at the end of the stories they have different things. So there's like a little test rep talking about text structure, main ideas and details. Now obviously my kids aren't anywhere near this, but like I said, I have a thing when it comes to older textbooks, and these aren't even really old, but I can definitely use them down the road for them as just far as reading. Also, I don't mind reading stories out of those either to them, just as stories. So I was really excited. It was actually the first time I'd been to this thrift store in my area, and I was pleasantly surprised with everything they had to offer. And then I always find something at the Dollar Tree. So thanks for watching, and stick around. I'm sure I'll have more to show you in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.